This is Scott from Mileage Reward. We're at the Mack Lake ORV Campground, and we did the Alcona trails along with Bull Gap. It was a rainy day. It got pretty wet, but we still enjoyed it nonetheless. We have some good footage coming your way, so stay tuned. This is our campsite here, number 7. Nice little spot. And the Jones boys and our partners in crime over here had this campsite. This is campsite number 9. Well, there's fish in the lake. Ambrose Lake didn't have any houses on it, but this one has some. But this is a little spot right here where there isn't really anything. So that's why we picked it. And the houses are over there. But the campground has another loop over here on the right here, past beyond those white pines. Here we're leaving the campground where we camped there. You can see on the right, that's where Jim and his son were camping, and we were camping just over off to the right behind us there on the corner. And we're working our way over to the 50-inch trail on the campground roads here. So we're just driving slow, and right there between the split rail fence there is the entry to the 50-inch trail. We're going to work our way over to Bull Gap using a little bit of the trail here, and then we're going to go on roads and work our way over to the hill at Bull Gap. So we're leaving the 50-inch trail, and we're going to start taking roads over. We do have a lot of miles to do today, so we're having to do things a little bit more direct. We had to have some washout here. I didn't want Jim or Kyle to drop a tire in one of these gullies here, and it gets a little bit more substantial as we go down the road. Here we enter the trail system again, working our way over to Bull Gap. We've arrived at Bull Gap here, and we're going to start working our way over to the hill area to see if we can climb it.
All right, Jim, let's go. You can do it. Huh? You can do it.
Jim did try climbing this twice with his Honda Pioneer, and he was not successful. He'd get up about right in here somewhere, and he couldn't make the rest of the hill there. So he tried twice, and then he ended up bypassing and going around to the right and getting up to the top, so he could at least see what the top view looked like. Here I've just climbed it, and it's a pretty short distance to go up the hill. To go back down, this is a one-way, and I wanted to include all the video footage here to show you what it looks like going down. It's a little bit more of a time commitment and a distance to go through here and make it all the way back down to the stop sign. So I wanted to give you that experience. Now I'm working my way back from that return down trail back over to the hill, which is to the left here. Well, I turn left, and I'm working my way back to the open area where the hill is. And I'm going to position myself here to give it another try to go up here again. That first time up was from my camera point of view. Now this is from Kyle's mounted camera on the front of his quad, and I'm ahead of him going up, and then this is his 850 Polaris Sportsman. Difference in engines, just to kind of give you so you can hear the difference in the engine here. We're working our way out of the Bull Gap area. This is the trailhead here, and we're going to go out on the road and then start making our way over towards the Alcona Trail System. We are in the Alcona Route, here. And we are not in the 50-inch trail part. We'll be getting there after we cross the river and look at the pond. We'll be getting into the 50-inch trail. Here we have our first deer sighting. I think there was only one deer here. I kind of go slow here just to make sure there's not another deer following or they don't come back across the road. Our second deer sightings coming up here. I think there are 2 deer here. Could have been only one, I don't remember. We're going to work our way across the AuSable River through the bridge here. And later in the video, when it started raining, we were trying to look for a little bit more expedient way back, but I kind of thought maybe we should just stick to this trail system to get back across the river and not have any surprises. So we did do that. We returned back the same way. Here you're going to get a glimpse of the Alcona Dam Pond. And then we'll come back and look at the map.
What lake is that?
That's Alcona Pond.
Oh, beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Where we at?
I think we're right there.
Oh yeah, star, good old star.
There's those 50-inch trails right there. So we just came from here.
Yeah.
We just went out and looked at that, and then we're going to come up in here. Where's 66, 65? Yeah. Then we're going to go across here.
We gotta make sure we stay on the orange because yellow snowmobile only.
Yeah, and then we'll end right there and then we'll come back. If we can make it that far. This is the entry to the 50-inch trail system. If we would have went straight, it would have been the route. They have that, I think, only open during snowmobiling season. So, but this is now the 50-inch trail. So here we have a location where we're going to have a bit of a mishap with Jim side by side. I bypassed that hole, and I wanted Jim to think that I went through it, so I'm going to kind of line myself up here. I always like to play practical jokes on Jim, but hey, so he comes up to this and he looks like I went through it, so of course he's going to try to go through it. We'll see what happens. I did. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should stay in there so you can back up.
Well, you gotta hold it if you want to winch. You have to winch.
I don't think we have to winch. I think you can just back up.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it'll run.
Oh, good.
You're in the wrong seat, buddy.
Can you take a picture of this?
Oh my God. Hey, I didn't go through there, by the way.
You didn't?
Nope. Oh, do we do any damage?
No, I doubt it.
Nah.
It's just your tire that hit. You got pictures?
I could have, that, you know what was worse than that is that whole backup thing with your leg out.
Oh, yeah.
It could have been bad, but it didn't. Well,
You gonna try it again?
you went around.
I went around.
You don't think I can make it?
I think you can, you just can't fall in the hole.
Well, I know. I was trying to stay over to the left, but obviously stay over there too
I think
much.
If you try again, you got a lot of chutzpah. But I would go this side if you're gonna do it. Don't.
Yeah.
That way you're not gonna
Yeah.
fall in this big ass trench.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Leave it to Jim to make the highlight reel. Huh?
That stop right there is what's gonna get me.
You could be right.
I think you're gonna slide in before that though.
Oh! Get back!
You're good. Got a tree for you. Good.
Well,
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I don't think you can get, I think I just stay right where you're at, okay?
You want to get my winch?
No, we're going to use Kyle's winch.
Oh, he's gonna pull me backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
He's going. Make her bark, Jim. Okay, go. You better go around, Jim.
Almost made it. Almost made it.
Now we're going to finish up the rest of the 50-inch trails and work our way to the trailhead that's at the end of our route. Here we're crossing 66 and continuing to work our way over to the trailhead that's at the end of the Alcona system. I don't know if there's a trench though, Kyle. was. I didn't know if there was a trench that you'd fall into like we had back there, you know? This is our first wild turkey sighting here. We just had a bunch across the road. Get a little bit of a closer look at them there.
Just looking at 4 turkeys.
We made our way into a logging area here, and the road's a little treacherous, but it's passable. Made for some interesting obstacles. I believe this is West Fowler Road that we're crossing at this point here. And here we're crossing 72. So the Stout Road Trailhead where we're at now is the end of the Alcona Route and Trail System, and it's raining the hardest here at this point. So we just stopped, took a little bit of a break, and then we got right back on the ATVs and made sure, wanted to get back as quickly as possible.
Stop for?
Because I have to let you know something.
You're asking if you want a long way or a short way.
Hey,
What?
we got to get across the AuSable River, okay?
Okay, you gonna drive across it?
We're going to have to go back on the trail as far as back as the AuSable River. Once we go across, then we can start taking the dirt roads and the mile squares.
Can't take roads across the AuSable River?
I'm afraid that there's not that many bridges, and I don't know, like, I mean, I got a guaranteed path going back. I just think we should take the trails back until we get to that bridge that we crossed.
Do whatever.
With the rain coming down the wet roads, all of three of us were having trouble with our back ends, wanting to slide left or right. So we had to kind of take it down a notch or two. So it was quite treacherous, quite dangerous, and riding and driving. This was the scene of our earlier tip over of Jim's side-by-side and winching him out. This was our destination and coming back over to the bridge on the AuSable River so we could then start taking roads back to Mack Lake Campground. As we were returning, I did run out of memory on my GoPro, so it stopped working. And then about a quarter of a mile away from Mack Lake Campground, we did eventually run out of gas. And we had to use our Roto packs to give everybody some gas to get back to the campground. Here we are leaving the trail system, and we're going to start using dirt roads to get back in the mile squares so we can get back to Mack Lake Campground a little bit quicker. Again, roads are quite slick. It started raining a little bit heavier, and our back end wanted to slide around here.
I want to thank you for stopping by and watching this video. And until next week, take care and thank you.